It's been 13 years since Terraria's official release, and most people have developed pretty strong opinions on the game. Some people absolutely loving it, and some having small little nitpicks that they think could be improved upon. So for this video, I gathered 10 Terraria players, some content creators and some not, and asked them a variety of questions about the state of Terraria as well as its past and future, to see how the community really feels about Terraria. So with that in mind, let's have them all introduce themselves.
What's up? I'm chapstixx. I'm a Terraria YouTuber with over 1,000 hours in the game, and I primarily play Calamity mod in some of the dumbest ways possible.
What's up, guys? It's COLTcolossal. I'm a Terraria YouTuber with an abysmal upload schedule. I have like 1 billion hours on Terraria, mostly on vanilla.
Hey, I'm Dragon. I'm not a content creator. I have around 150 hours on Terraria, and I'm a fairly new casual player who's playing the game blindly for the first time.
Hey, I'm Dennis. I'm not a content creator. I've been playing Terraria off and on since the Xbox 360, and I have 450 hours on Terraria on Steam.
Hi, I'm Prisma. I make videos where I beat really hard Terraria challenges. I have over 4,000 hours in this game. I'm kind of obsessed.
Hey, I'm Sudden. I'm not a content creator. When I play Terraria, normally it's vanilla over modded, but I've had a fair amount of experience in all regards. I have 704 hours, 32 minutes, and 24 seconds, 25 seconds. 26 seconds.
Alright, my name is Wild. I make Terraria challenge videos, and I have about 2,000 hours on Terraria, and I'm good at the game.
Hey, my name's Val. I'm not a content creator. I have around 300 hours, and I mostly play Terraria modded, casually.
Hey, I'm Yardis, and I'm mostly a streamer. But right now I'm on break, so I make YouTube videos. And I have around 3,500 hours on Terraria. And I'm mostly known for dodging content, like fighting Inferno mode and double speed for short bursts. And I've proven that I'm not a fraud by hitting all of Inferno mode. And I also like femboys.
Yo, my name's Wexel Radley. I'm a Terraria content creator. I do upload incredibly infrequently, but I stream. Like, my experience with Terraria, I've got like close to 3,000 hours-ish, give or take. Nowadays, mostly I just play a lot of like hardcore Terraria. Just too experienced. I got it. What can I say?
Okay. Before we get into the first question, like and subscribe. Press all those little buttons down there. Also, there's going to be things in this video you disagree with. Don't blame me. Alright, let's get on to the first one. I'm not looking for an exact answer here, but where would you put Terraria in relation to your favorite game? Is it number 1, top 5, top 10?
It's number 1.
It's probably number 1.
I would say it's my favorite game, because I just play it a lot.
Definitely around top 5.
I would definitely say it's like top 10 at least. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
It's probably number 1. I feel like I've enjoyed playing a lot of games, but I feel like the fact that I can keep coming back to this game and keep playing it, and it's just, it's like always good fun. Like, I think it deserves the number 1 spot.
Yeah, okay.
It's definitely not at the top. I'd say it's somewhere between maybe like top 15-ish, maybe.
Really?
I don't know. It's like, despite kickstarting my whole channel, it doesn't really mean that much to me.
Yeah.
In relation to a lot of the other games that I really like.
Number 1.
Number 1, okay.
It's easily the best game.
Makes it easy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Actually, wait, no. Roblox Cinco Noches con Alfredo. That's number 1.
Alright, perfect. Honestly, this question was meant to be an easy little warm-up for everyone so they knew what they were heading into, but honestly there were some really interesting things to pull from this. First off, Dragon, someone who's literally playing through the game for the very first time right now, said top 10, and chapstixx, a Terraria YouTuber, at least for now, said top 15. I asked him a little bit after about this, and he sent me an exact list with Terraria at the number 14 spot. Super interesting stuff here. Alright, let's hear the next one. How did you discover Terraria, and why did you continue playing?
I discovered Terraria by you, and I had to walk a mile to a Dollar General to just get a gift card so I can buy Terraria. And then I just started playing from there, like casually.
I had a friend on Xbox who really wanted me to play it, and because he had all these items that apparently he wasn't allowed to have. I don't know if that's true or not.
There's a lot of hacked-in items on Xbox that were going around back in the day.
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah.
And it kind of got me interested, so I decided to try it with him, and it was a great decision.
I watched a Stampy video, and I was like, dude, that game is awesome. So I went to GameStop and I bought it. And I was so excited on the way home, like, man, some nostalgic memories right there.
So, when I was younger, I played Minecraft, and I had a friend of mine who started playing Terraria because he watched a lot of Total Biscuit, and Total Biscuit played it, and he tried to get me to play it. And it's funny because for the longest time, I never actually wanted to play it with him. I was that guy that said, it's just 2D Minecraft. But then one day I actually played it with him, and I really enjoyed it. And then I would, on occasion after that, get like my friends and like together to like play it. And I think the thing that really set it in stone for me was a friend of mine I had in primary school, right? Okay. He went to a different high school when we eventually got to that point, but he lived down the road, and his dad hated him playing video games, and so he'd come over to my house every weekend, and we would just do like all-nighters playing Terraria, and we like literally did it like every weekend for so long.
Yeah, so the year was 2012, and I was playing Roblox with some boys. I was like 12 years old, and we were getting real tired of the game. Like, dude, Roblox sucks. This is before Roblox was popping off, by the way, so genuinely, the game selection was very limited. Nowadays, Roblox probably is a little better. That's probably why you see so many people playing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was boring.
I can
and
vouch.
then Terraria was $2 on Steam. And me and him were looking at each other. I was like, I heard the Minecraft clone isn't too bad. Because that was the reputation of Terraria for the longest time. Still kind of is for the ignorant.
Yep.
And yeah, we got the game. And we absolutely just fell in love with pretty much every aspect. We had so much fun just exploring the world, discovering new things. Playing the game blind is probably one of the most magical experiences I think anyone can have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Discovering things on your own, finding the temple and dungeon for the first time, entering the dungeon, getting killed by the dungeon guardian, going, whoa, what just happened?
So, okay, Terraria goes way back for me. Back in like, I think 2015, maybe. That's when I heard of the game. I was big into like Minecraft, and I would download literally any Minecraft lookalike from the Kindle App Store, and I came across this Terraria game, and you know it's all right for like a little bit. I didn't know what to do. Like every other Minecraft clone I had, I stopped playing after like 5 minutes. But then like I think a year later, or maybe a couple months after, my brother got the game on the 360, and we played a world for a little bit. We didn't really progress at all because we didn't know how.
Yeah.
But that was really fun.
So you're not like a long-term Terraria glazer. You're just here.
Nah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my brother put me on when I was like 9, and the game was pretty fun, you know? I kind of like the precision, how you can like edit the world, kind of like Minecraft, you know? And the bosses were a challenge, so I had to like figure out how to beat them, and that lured me in. And then also my first Terraria video blew up.
So it's looking like just about everybody discovered the game quite a long time ago, but they just picked it up later on, or they've just been playing ever since. This is pretty interesting. I'm sure there's plenty of new Terraria players, but it looks like Terraria overall is just sort of an OG game that just has stood the test of time. Not much else to really take from that. Let's get on to the next question. This one's a little bit of a follow-up to the last question. Do you think Terraria still has the same essence as it did then?
I think it's definitely changed over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I started playing before they even added buff potions.
Yeah.
And like when that changed, I remember not playing it for like the longest time because I was like, oh man, buff potions are just too weird to get my head around. But then, you know, as it changes, I feel like the moment you get used to it again, it's just like, yeah, okay, nah, this is the experience now. You know, it definitely changes. It's not the exact same essence as what it used to be, but you know, it's still good.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think it's better now actually than it was back then. I'm having a lot more fun now.
I think that it's like it's changed, but it's changed for the better.
Yeah.
It's like not the same as it used to be, but I'm glad that it changed because it's just gotten bigger over time.
Yeah, it's gotten better. I mean, you see like the devs making fun of the old game. So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, I get that.
like in hindsight, it's kind of silly that at one point in time, Golem was the final boss.
Yeah.
Yes, but when you play a game multiple times, it's kind of your own fault because like it's never gonna be the same as the first time. But the game like mostly like feels the same, plays the same, is fun, and it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's even better now, honestly. It's got like a million more items, and it has really good replayability. And the zoologist.
I think that Terraria has always had that same feeling of enjoyment, because every time I played it, I've always found something new to do or a new way to enjoy it. When I played it back then, I was brand new to the game, had no idea what I was doing, completely fresh, and I just learned more and more as they updated it, so there's always new things to discover.
I've definitely killed some of the charm with a lot of the ways I've been playing lately, but you know, I can be brushed off. Just because the end of those playthroughs are hell doesn't mean the rest of it wasn't fun.
Pretty hard question, but I would say, for the most part,
Okay.
the only real issue I can think of is probably the lack of updates, but that's Red's choice.
Yeah.
Because back then, we always would look forward to updates, go, oh, Moonlord update. Oh, it's so cool. And then 1.4 came out, that was super cool. And now when we're playing the game, we're not sitting there thinking about what's going to come out next, really, unless you're a modded player.
What? Terraria's getting better? That's not what the thumbnail says. But seriously though, I do totally agree with everyone here. It's not often you see a game have such a huge amount of longevity where everyone can confidently say that the game hasn't gotten worse whatsoever. It's really, really cool, and it definitely shows that Terraria has held up over time. Next question. Do you think that Terraria is a game you'll be playing 5 years from now?
Probably not. I'll probably be done with all this. I don't even like you. I don't like this community. All right, don't put that in. Of course. They'll never stop updating this game. Doesn't matter how many final updates they come out with. 1.5 when?
It'll probably be like next year at this point. They're gonna announce it.
Yeah. A couple months from now, I don't. Maybe something.
Maybe tomorrow.
It's hard to tell, but I imagine I will be, because I've always been a fan of how much replayability this game has. I feel like no matter how many times I come into it, there's always something I can come back and try next time.
Most likely, unless my YouTube channel flops, then then probably not. I'll probably be doing something else in my free time, because I'll be working.
This is kind of off the rails. Do you think you're still gonna be making Terraria videos in 5 years?
I'll try my best.
I'm gonna be the last one, last one standing.
I would try my best.
Okay.
I think I can. I think I will.
It's hard to say that I'll be playing it as much as I am now in 5 years, but I feel like it's always going to be one of those games which I will gladly hop on and play it with some friends.
Pick it up from time to time and
give
it another run.
Every now and then people want to do like a playthrough for like over the next couple days or so. I'll hop on and play.
Yeah.
Sure.
I could see myself playing the game in 5 years, just because I kind of play like every year. I have like a run that I start, or I'll like play it for a little bit. I'll see. We'll see though. A lot can happen in 5 years.
Probably not. As much as I really like being in this Terraria niche for content creation, it's definitely not gonna like go that far, because because my videos, I'm very picky about what I make my videos on. As of lately, I've been really into the extreme side of playthroughs, and I know for a fact I'm gonna run out of things to feel like doing.
Probably. A lot of the stuff I do is modded, and as time goes on, more mods will come out, and there'll still be stuff that I want to do as well that I haven't really done in the game yet.
Yeah, it's exactly like Minecraft. It's always in the back of your mind, just either from memories or just from new content that people are making in the community.
I don't know, bro. With AI and stuff, like I might be like GTA 7.
What does AI have to do with it?
Bro, AI is gonna bring so many new games. Okay, well, they keep saying there's like the last update's coming. They keep saying that, and I feel like if they stopped updating the game, I would be gone within a year probably, because just like the hope would be gone.
The game really hasn't been updated in a year. You're still playing though.
Bro, hoppers are coming to the game, bro.
True.
Just the thought of it.
Dude, Etho gotta make a clock on that. I really didn't expect this one to be so split, but it's looking like everybody has a different opinion here. Chap is ready to just hop on a different game, and Yardis is ready to play the game for 40 hours straight in one sitting. Very interesting, honestly. Also, Etho, go back to Terraria, please. Okay, next question. If you were in control of another update, what would you do with it?
I think if I were to be able to change or add something to this game, I'd want to increase its longevity. I'd want to add a new way to have new difficulties, or a new game sense feel to it, where you can make things harder. Like King Slime, you come back with, after you kill the Moonlord, King Slime is a breeze. I think it'd be great to have a difficulty scale that you can go even higher after you beat the game, or in that sense, killing Moonlord. I think that'd be pretty cool. You kill Moonlord and you're like, all right, well, what do I do now? Okay, well, let's come back and see how difficult it is now. Like, okay, I got Zenith, I got everything crafted. Let's see what a hard King Slime feels like.
That's a really interesting one.
I'm a pretty simplistic man, so I've actually kind of thought about this before, and it's pretty simple. I just want another kind of 1.4 or 1.3 sized update, something that would introduce more content, like bosses.
All right, cool. I kind of agree, honestly.
I think it would be nice in multiplayer if there was like an easier way of getting more loot, like more life crystals specifically, because those are really annoying to get in multiplayer. The only real way to get them after a certain point is fishing, because by the end of the time, everyone's got all the life crystals in the world.
That's really interesting.
I think like a life crystal type mini boss would be really cool.
That's good.
I think that
life
the
crystal
game
can
would
just
be cool if
regrow.
it had more mini bosses.
Yeah, more mini bosses. That's true. Okay.
I don't think I would update the game.
Okay.
That may just be because I really know what I would add. I don't know what this game actually needs, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's already got so much. And I feel like the way the game is now, it's like structured in a way where, you know, things come in at certain points and there's certain items for certain reasons, and there's all these, it's like, I feel like it's so finely tuned that if I tried to add anything, or like if I was in control of an update, I don't think I'm confident enough to like be able to keep that essence in it, you know? Like, and I feel like it'd be hard to add stuff and make it still very Terraria.
Because like I don't know
If there's-
everything that's in the game already.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I don't know if it's in the game already, so it's kind of hard. But like, I love Terraria's weapons. I think I would add like a lot more, because that's my favorite part of the game.
I would add more yo-yos and make them cooler. Make it so you're able to do tricks and like around the world, you know, walk the dog, stuff like that. And does like a lot of damage. That's a
Eiffel
cool
Tower.
effect.
Okay.
I can do that trick.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can do what's it called? Bouncy or whatever.
Typical modded glazer, such as myself, would say,
Of course.
it's quality of life things in the game. But I, as someone with half a brain, understands that no, that can't be in the game at all. So don't add those to updates because they're bad.
Yeah.
Self-aware.
Yeah.
If anything, I'd say put some more difficulty in the boss fights for sure. I'm a big boss fight guy.
Okay.
Maybe more bullet hell aspects. I'm a pretty big bullet hell guy.
I hear they're adding hoppers. I think hoppers aren't that good unless they're paired with like other stuff like dispensers. You don't hear me out, just like Minecraft.
Okay.
So I feel like more simple wiring stuff could be cool. And also if we just look at Minecraft, it's like a good example or like inspiration. Oh, a sand boss, bro. Like every biome like has a boss, and the snow biome even got one recently. But the desert, it just doesn't have anything.
Thunderbird.
Bro, literally.
Yeah.
There needs to be a desert boss, like 100%.
Yeah, okay. I think Terraria is kind of good at this point. I think it's kind of like a finished product. Doesn't really need anything.
Yeah.
If I was honestly, it would be really cool to make another game and then have paid microtransactions that are like $25. You know, that would be really, really cool.
You know, maybe I'm starting to like this Dennis guy. Start taking notes, Relogic. Anyway, so it looks like this one's all over the place. I didn't really expect consistency by any means, but this was pretty interesting nonetheless. I think the most popular answer was probably bosses and just sort of a variety of items overall, so maybe that could be a thing. Next question. I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say here, but what do you think is Terraria's best feature?
Oh, no, man. I don't know. I do things that I don't think twice about in this game. So, you know, until they kill the angler forever, that will be the best feature, but they won't.
Well, I think it's cool that it's like a sandbox game, but it also doesn't only be a sandbox. Because if you think about a lot of other sandbox games, it's like, I can think of like Minecraft, which doesn't have that much like progression really. Like after a certain point, the only thing you're doing is getting more materials to build with. And then like there's like Gmod and stuff, which play completely differently, and it doesn't really have an identity of its own. Whereas Terraria does.
I feel like it's not one feature, but it's the fact that there's so many like items and so many things, and you're always coming across new stuff.
Yeah.
Like I recently just discovered, just now with almost 2,000 hours in the game, that there's something called a venom trap, bro. You can upgrade normal dart traps. I didn't know that.
I like the post Wall of Flesh bosses a lot. I think all of them add a lot of way to play the game. Yeah, like pre-mech Duke Fisheron. Like I don't even remember that, but I'm gonna try that next playthrough because like that's such a fun fight for it to be hard. I like when games are challenging and when I have to use every single mechanic in the game to beat a boss.
The one thing that I do like that Terraria does is how it mixes in the progression with your creativity and your freedom. Once you're in free hard mode, you have this like basic imagination that you can build farms, you can still do this stuff. And then you hit hard mode, you can do so much more. Now you get more NPCs, you get more board. There's just so much more to do.
I think it's the fact that it's a sandbox game. This game shines in the way that it lets people do what they want to do. You know, you don't have to play it a specific way. A lot of people tend to think that, oh, it's just about killing bosses and stuff. But, like, you know, you got to do certain things, like kill certain bosses to unlock the next parts of the games. But, like, this game has so much, like, potential for just, like, doing whatever. Like, there's so much stuff. You can build stuff. You can, you know, there's heaps of vanity. You know, playing with your friends, it's like it's just a whole lot of do whatever the heck you want. Also, I really love fishing. That's definitely a number 2.
Yep. Okay, I agree with both of those.
I think Terraria's best feature is having so many different options. I love how certain weapons may not seem as useful as other weapons. For example, one of my favorite weapons to mess around with is always the Psycho Knife from Solar Eclipse.
Yeah.
And I love how standing still makes you do so much more damage, but there's never really a real practical use for that anywhere. It's just a cool addition to the game. I love how they have not necessarily Easter eggs, but little like gateways into little experiences that really don't mean anything, but they're just fun to mess around with.
Looks like this time around most people actually agreed. Terraria definitely shines in how much flexibility and freedom it has, so I totally understand this. And that's really just about it. Next question. Do you think that a game will ever capture the same energy as Terraria and take its place, like how Fortnite took over PUBG?
No. Oh, unless it's in like 30 years, but I don't think... I feel like a game would have to be like copying Terraria really heavy to really get the same feel. Like, you know, there's Core Keeper. I've seen people, they like that game, but to me it looks pretty mid. I don't see games, you know, competing with Terraria much.
Their own shots.
That are 2D survival games.
Yeah.
They're just not as cool.
I don't think so. I think Terraria has done it so well as an indie game that no one can give the same effect without making it a large-scale AAA version.
I think games are meant to be built upon each other. Like how, I mean, if you think about it, every single game is just a Quake copy. And Quake, you know, like all that kind of stuff, you kind of just run down the list. Every other, like, art imitates art. So I feel like if there's a game to come out in the future that is like Terraria,
I'm just getting so philosophical.
I don't think that you could ever replace the original, but I think you could learn and improve upon its formula.
Take its place? No. I think again another game might like capture its essence in a way, but there is no way. I don't think it'll take its place. I think Terraria will definitely be number 1.
I don't think there will be. It's just the style that Terraria is, where it's pixelated, it's 2D. The content it has, the bosses, the creativity, the stuff that it has similarity to Minecraft, but it still has its uniqueness, like what's underneath us with the shimmer.
I wouldn't say it couldn't happen. Like, I think it's possible, but I don't see it anytime soon anyway. Terraria has just, it's like, if you look at the numbers, it's like one of the most sold games of all time. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll take it. Nothing's gonna take Terraria's place unless they come out with like a banger sequel, which I mean, they could, but they're never gonna stop updating this game. So
basically,
let's be realistic here.
Only Terraria
Nothing.
can take over Terraria.
Nothing.
That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I don't know. Terraria is such a it's such a specific game. I feel like that nothing can really replace it or do it better. There's so many aspects about Terraria that are very like you can get them in other games, maybe even better. But Terraria is a
Yeah.
big jumble of all of that,
Mhm.
and it's my jumble. I like this jumble.
Well, that was cute. Basically, the only takeaway from there is that everyone likes Terraria, and there's really nothing else that's going to capture what it has. It's such a unique game with such a unique jumble of things, and just I really personally don't think it could be replaced either. Next question. Do you think that Terraria will die within the foreseeable future, like probably within the next decade, after the updates are over?
I hope not, but with the direction some games are going with like AI and stuff like that, I definitely think it might. I don't want it to, but I think a lot of the games we play are going to.
That's a unique answer for sure.
I don't think it's gonna like. Die.
I feel like die is a harsh word.
Yeah, no, I feel like look, with games like this, if you stop updating them and stop adding new stuff,
Yeah.
eventually, things will dwindle away. It won't be new,
Yep.
and people will only go back in terms of like for like nostalgia reasons, right?
Yep.
But like Terraria is like a really big game, so like as long as people are doing things with it, like if people are creating content, like everyone's gonna know the game, and I feel like it will sort of still live on for like a good long while.
Well, I don't really think so. I think that the devs have done a pretty good job at making modding like accessible,
Yeah.
and mods like generally carry like games way further than they like otherwise would exist for.
I mean, I think it's a given that the game will eventually
Oh yeah.
like not have a player count. But I do believe that the influence that the game has had, I mean, it's one of the highest grossing video games of all time, no? Like
Yep.
like this game has influence, and for future game devs and people who want to go work in that industry, like
Yeah.
this game is going to be a
I feel like
point.
that's a good point. It's gonna be like a benchmark, like a reference point.
I think that honestly depends on the community.
Okay.
It really depends because the community is always pumping out mods, texture packs, worlds, ideas, and with those ideas comes with new players. Maybe new players will see this. Maybe the younger generation will see how cool Terraria is. So I do see Terraria alive in the next 10 years.
Probably.
Really? Elaborate?
I mean, its popularity has fell off significantly. I mean, it's been like what, 12 years? 11, 12 years? I mean, it's just inevitable. It happens to every game. Nothing built lasts forever. From the words of Minecraft story mode.
I don't think it will completely die, but if everything slows down, which includes mods, it will probably be a pebble of size compared to what it is right now and
Yeah.
what it's been at the peak.
Probably not. If anything, because like it's a, like I guess if I had to guess, somewhat in the same boat as like what Minecraft went through, but at the same time, like this game isn't being played by like children. I mean,
Yeah.
no, children play this game, but not to the extent that like Minecraft did in like the Dark Ages. But I don't think Terraria could probably like fade from the public conscious, but it definitely won't die.
Once the updates are over, bro, I'm gonna be living next to the street, bro. I think once the updates are over, there's a decent chance that like a new game's gonna rise that is not the same as Terraria, but Terraria will just get boring to people. So,
You gotta swap back to Fortnite, dude.
bro, I might start cranking, bro.
All right. Okay. Anything else you want to add? And there we have it. That was the final question. If you enjoyed this video, I think Wexel said it best.
And everyone should like and subscribe to B Cubed.
Dude.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was thinking. All right. Okay. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, dude, yes. They need to add a wild LMAO item to the game or some sort of text.
Green Logic, if you're watching this.
Chippy, if you're watching, please shout out, talk to Red for me.
All right. Yep. That's totally gonna happen.